Now that the midterm elections are over, how do we think about our investment outlook for the coming years? That's what I'm thinking about today. I came across an article, actually found it in Forbes magazine, talking about okay, midterms are over, what next? Right? And as you know, I don't think a whole lot about trying to predict what's going to happen, but I thought it was really interesting just to have some context for what's gone on over the past 50 or 70 years here. And so we'll pull up a chart here that just shows the year after the midterm elections. And you can see the yellow bars going, and to the right is positive returns. And up near the top, it shows that the average return in years after the midterm elections was about over 18%. And on a contrasting basis, all the other years put together, a little over 10%, right? And so you think about that, the year after midterm elections, going back to 1950, and the return is nearly double what it is on average. Right? So just interesting. Does that mean that, hey, next year we're going to have awesome returns? Of course not, right? We've got no idea what that comes in. Maybe next year is going to be the one year that's the exception to the rule, right? I don't know. We got high inflation. We got a lot of things going on right now. Maybe it is, but it also is one of those things where you go, geez, this year hasn't been awesome, and yep, we're waiting for things to break, and long-term our money's going to be fine, right? But it's still unnerving just thinking about where things are and all the unsettledness. And so this is one example of okay, that's something to give us some hope for the future. All right, it has happened in the past anyway, and history tends to repeat itself. We'll see what happens this coming year. Further down in this article, they talked about, well, let's take a look 2 years down the road, not just 1 year, right? So here they've got a 6 month, they've got a 1 year, they've got 2 years. Look at that 2-year number, right? Up a third. Again, what does it have to do with today? Does it mean this is what we expect to happen? No way. But it does give some frame of reference that, things have historically been pretty good after midterm elections, after some maybe sentiment or feelings get settled down as we look towards, the next presidential election. So actionable items? No way. Right? There's nothing that you can take and do with this. Give a little bit of a feeling of, geez, maybe there's some hope, maybe other hope that we haven't thought about going forward. Yeah, that could be the case with things. And again, as longtime viewers know, we just like to talk about things that nobody else is talking about. This is something I thought was interesting and I thought would be worth sharing with you. It's what I'm thinking about today. As always, I'm interested in knowing what you're thinking about. If you're watching this on YouTube, drop a comment down in the comment box or shoot me an email directly. And as always, thanks for watching.